My name is Jason Payan and I'm a CPA in Las Vegas, Nevada. I would like to briefly discuss with you today what to expect as a non-U.S. citizen when purchasing and investing in properties in the United States. Specifically, I will be discussing those investors that rent their property and will be hiring property managers. Each country has different tax laws, and each country taxes its citizens differently. I would like to discuss the things that I have found to be universally beneficial to every foreign investor, no matter what country they are from. Before any financial decisions are made, you will want to check with your chartered accountant or tax advisor back home. In general, we have found that for non-U.S. citizens, it is much better for them to invest in properties using their own personal names. Since you are not a U.S. citizen, your assets back home should not be subject to U.S. laws. Again, you will want to check with an attorney or a lawyer to ensure that all of your legal rights are protected. Some foreign investors choose to invest in U.S. property using a limited liability company, or what is known as an LLC. While the LLC entity is the preferred method of investing for U.S. citizens, it may not be beneficial for non-U.S. citizens. For example, if a Canadian citizen were to invest in U.S. property using an LLC, he would wind up with a very bad tax answer in his home country. Alternatively, if a foreign investor uses a corporation or a company from their home country, it will most likely result in a very bad tax answer here in the United States. It is for these reasons that we suggest all foreign investors use their individual names when investing in U.S. property. Once you have made the decision to invest in property in the United States, there is a series of steps and processes that you will need to go through when filing and paying your taxes here in the United States. First, you will need to purchase the property and actually close on the sale. You should consider, second, hiring or retaining the services of a property manager to take care of your property, since you will not be here in the United States. Assuming you hire a property manager and you begin to rent the property, a significant tax event will begin. The property manager will start to withhold 30% of each month's rent and send it to the IRS as a prepayment against any potential tax liability that you have. The property manager is required to do this by law because you do not have a U.S. tax ID number. Fourth, you will need to apply for a U.S. tax ID number. This is called an I-10, or what's known as an individual taxpayer identification number. You will need two things in order to apply for an I-10. The first thing you will need is a letter from the property manager saying that they have been hired to manage your property and that you need a tax ID number for IRS withholding purposes. The second thing you will need is a certified copy of your passport from the passport agency in your home country. Once you have both of these items, you can apply for a U.S. tax ID number. The process takes about 12 weeks to complete once the application has been submitted to the IRS. The fifth thing that will happen is, once you receive the tax ID number back from the IRS, we can give that number to your property manager along with the IRS form W-8-ECI, and this will stop the property manager from having to withhold and send 30% to the IRS each month. The faster we can begin this process of applying for your tax ID number, the sooner we can get the property manager to stop withholding each month. This will give you back more money each and every month. The sixth thing that will happen is, at the end of the year, you will then need to file a U.S. income tax return to report your U.S. source income only. This return will report all of your income and expenses that you incurred on this property here in the United States. Additionally, you will get back any money the property manager sent to the IRS while you are waiting to receive your tax ID number. This assumes that you will not owe any taxes. Most foreign investors do not owe any tax on a regular basis to the government. The process I discuss is for those investors that are purchasing property to rent out and that will be hiring a property manager to assist them in taking care of the unit. Each individual situation will be slightly different and unique. If you would like to speak to one of our CPAs about your specific situation, please feel free to give us a call at area code 702-233-9526 or send us an email at cpas@p2cpa.com. Thank you.